On Saturday, December 19th, 2020, I conducted an observational driving tour of my school's neighborhood. My adventure began in the parking lot of my school, Glengarry Elementary. I left the school and traveled the same path as that of our school buses. As I journeyed through the neighborhood, I took pictures and made mental notes about what I saw. This is the compilation of those photos as well as my thoughts. Our Glengarry neighborhood consisted of apartment buildings as well as single-family homes. Generally speaking, I noticed that the neighborhood itself was an older neighborhood with roads, homes, and driveways showing a bit of age. The neighborhood, to a casual observer, probably looked a little bit tired. Most of the homes were on sizable lots, and the yards looked a bit unattended, with overgrown bushes and garbage and miscellaneous items scattered throughout. I also noticed that many of the homes had multiple vehicles parked at or nearby, 5 or 6 in some cases. Many of them were blocking the roads, which would have made it difficult for neighbors to safely go on a walk on those narrow streets. Still thinking about the vehicles, I noticed that a seemingly large number of the vehicles appeared to be what I would call work trucks. As I drove along, making these very general observations, I also thought about the families that I know who are living in these tired-looking homes with multiple cars blocking the driveways and even making it difficult to drive on some of the streets. And I thought about how many of the families share their homes with other families to make the living expenses more affordable. This is very likely the possible reason for the many vehicles at one residence. I also thought about the many students that I have whose dad's primary source of income is painting and other home repair jobs, which also explains the many work trucks that I saw in the neighborhood. And I also thought about the families that I know who are living in this neighborhood who are working more than one job while managing to take care of their families, leaving very little time for yard work and home repairs. I also saw many homes that were decorated for the holidays, and I know that many of these families are struggling to meet the financial demands that many families are facing, especially ESL families. Despite this fact, they made the effort to make a memorable holiday season undoubtedly for their children and their families. Had I not taken the time to get to know the families in my school, I may not have been able to see beyond these tired-looking homes with their ignored yards, to see the love and commitment that I am certain is filling these homes.